Hey, Nick.
Hey, Jeff, what's going on?
I'm getting ready to light up a Bishop.
Well, I just had a Gator.
That's awesome.
Aren't they great cigars?
You know, they really, really are.
You can pick up your own Bishop and Gator over at martinezcigars.com.
Martinezcigars.com?
Martinezcigars.com has the Bishop and Gator in a variety of size packages.
Packages.
You would like that, wouldn't you? Anyway, head on over to martinezcigars.com for the Bishop and Gator.
Take two.
Coming to you live from the JRE Tobacco Aladino Mobile Studios, it's the Cigar Pulpit.
Hello, everybody, and
welcome
again to another sermon from the Cigar Pulpit. I'm the Bishop of the Burn, Nick, and with me, as always,
it's Gator.
All right, full disclosure before he rats me out. Jeff and I just did 20 minutes of this show, and I realized that I hadn't hit record. So, so this is take two, and
God,
it really just hurt the soul when I looked down at the board
the
and I
look
saw
on
that.
your face.
Well, because I knew that this is just going to result in so much.
And we had some really good stuff that we did that there's no way we can recreate.
We also just picked at each other really hard.
We did. We almost got into a fight here in the garage.
It was weird. It just kind of came out of nowhere.
It's all the passive
Evidently, we both judge each other very harshly about how we run our own business.
We do. We went from passive-aggressive to aggressive-aggressive really quickly.
Yeah. Like I said, we both have evidently some deep-seated opinions about how the other one runs their business.
Oh, man.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, it went south quick.
Well, anyway.
One thing, before we start,
okay.
I'm gonna redo this as best I can.
Why?
I have a good friend, and I want to throw this out, a little shout out.
Yeah.
Before we get into the cut and the light, which, let's be honest, we've already done.
In all fairness, we've already done.
Fake.
And, it's not a bad cigar so far.
No,
so anyway.
No, not at all. But we're going to fake it until you make it.
Hurry up, because I want to get back to the cigar.
Okay, so I got to give a shout-out to my friend Joe Froenick, who is down in Tampa right now. Joe is down there for a amateur billiards tournament.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it actually really is. And he put a picture up last night and said he was in, Tampa, St. Clearwater, St. Pete area. And I said, dude, you got to go to Ybor City and have a cigar. And he said, I've never smoked anything in my life, to which I thought, probably time to start.
Yeah.
You got a lot of catching up to do, buddy.
Here you go.
So I directed him down to Ybor. He said, I did hear that they've got a tour you can take, a factory tour. And I said, yes, it's the J.C. Newman factory. I said, go in, tell him Gator sent you. And he laughed at that because I don't think he knows that I go by Gator on this show.
Okay. All right, then.
Not sure he's ever actually listened to the Cigar Pulpit, not being a cigar smoker. But directed him to the J.C. Newman factory, and I really hope he takes the tour because he'll love it.
Okay. Well, today we're going to be smoking another selection from the March My Monthly Cigars box. It is the Latitude Zero. It is a 5x54 Robusto featuring an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan filler.
Very cool.
It's a fanciful band.
It is.
As Jeff pointed out the first time we recorded this.
I would say I've got to take mine out of the cellophane, but it's already out.
And I would say
that went on for like 20 minutes.
And here's the other sad part. We're missing out on the whole salmon bit.
It's not salmon.
Because
where do
here's
you
the
get
thing.
Salmon?
So it has this foot band on it.
It's peach.
And it doesn't look peach to me. It looks salmon.
It's peach.
It looks salmon. Kind of a peachy pinky color.
Now you're trying too hard because there's no such thing as salmon.
It's salmon.
It's salmon.
Salmon. Anyway.
Yeah. Salmon is more pink. This is more orange.
All right. Well, so after we debated the whole pink, orange, salmon,
which went on again forever and a day.
For quite some time, that's when it became time to go ahead and cut the cigar. And the official cutting
was brought to us
and still is brought to us by our man Dan over at Riverman Cigar Company. And one thing I pointed out the first time I did this commercial was that Dan has that 1,500 square foot covered patio out front, which would be great on a day like today if it weren't also kind of chilly. But on a day like Saturday, when it's like 62 and sunny, dude, it's going to be a good day to sit outside and have a cigar out of that humidor.
And just to do a commercial inside the commercial, we are recording from the Jerry Tobacco Aladino Mobile Studios.
Inside Kristen's garage.
Exactly. But we've got to mention while we're doing the Riverman ad, man, he's got the full line of Aladino.
He does.
He's got the Jerry covered over there.
He's got the Jerry and the Aladino covered over there. So, guys, If you're in the St. Louis area, swing by Riverman Cigar Company. Grab yourself one of the multiple really awesome cigars in the humidor.
And if you're not, you can give them a call at, you ready for the number?
Ready for
We've
the
been
number.
doing this for like a year. It's the first time we've given the number. It's 314 843
843
33
33
55.
55.
And you can give them a call, and they do mail orders. So if you don't have your own brick and mortar and you're out in the hinterlands, you can call Riverman Cigar Company at that number. If you don't remember the number, Google it.
And Dan and Cindy will take good care of you.
Oh, yeah, they will.
And it'll be a great time. And make sure you tell them the Bishop and the Gator sent you.
Yeah, we want credit for this.
Exactly. Well, guys, it's now time that we go ahead and cut the cigar.
But
we already
did.
So then we did the cold draw, which
Yeah.
both you and I got kind of an earthy note.
Yes,
off of the
you
cold
mentioned
draw.
like a mossy, musty flavor on
the
smelling
smell
the foot.
on the foot slightly, but it also
But I
could
did not
just
get
be
that.
It also could just be me kind of like misconstruing earthy.
Getting a whiff of your feet or something like that.
My feet are clean, you savage.
The mossy.
You realize
Musty
that we
flavor,
just took
yeah.
20 minutes and condensed it down to like 6?
Yeah. What if we did that all the time? All of the listeners would be so happy.
Or not.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
Some people might actually like this going on for a while.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now, the one thing you didn't mention, which I queued you up for and you did not take the bait,
What's that?
is our buddy Broccoli Rob is also down in Tampa.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Broccoli Rob is down in Tampa, and he's been trolling around, hitting the sites, seeing the cigar places.
Yeah, he
Having a
seems
good
to
time.
be having a ball.
Oh, dude, how could you not?
Now, the funny thing is, okay, you know me, I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Broccoli's down there now. I think he was down there last November when we were there and just didn't tell us.
I mean, there could be photographic evidence of this. He could have
think-
slipped up.
I think he may have messed up.
He may have messed up.
Because I'm pretty sure we can prove that he was there when we were there, and he's just now posting the pictures to make it look like he's there.
Well, we'll have to look into that a little further.
Yeah, a little deeper.
Be watching the Naked Gator Instagram page.
Exactly.
For possible proof that
That's my page.
Broccoli Rob is actually just out farting around instead of being down in Florida right now.
Yeah, because he was down there when we were there.
I mean,
I wish he told us. We could have hung out.
I would say he could have hung out with us.
Yeah.
But no.
But no.
He had to be Mr. on his own.
Stalker.
Stalker. Yep.
I can't wait to go see him at the Smoke Pit.
I know.
That's coming up. We're going to do that
soon. It is
soon.
coming up soon. I don't know when we're making it out there, but
They've got their liquor license now.
I was going to say we can go out there whenever, and it'll be a good time.
Yay.
So, anyway. Well, Jeff, we've been smoking the Latitude Zero for a hot minute now.
Yeah, longer than the show's been on.
What are your thoughts on the cigar so far?
It's a good stick.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you getting? Cold or retro hail? Yeah.
Oh, my God. There's a little pepper on the retro. I just did
Yeah, I'm
that
getting
with
that.
I did that with way too much smoke. That's why I kind of like
Yeah,
lost my shit.
You can feel it's like hanging on in the back
Why
of
is
the
the
nostrils.
garbage truck just like hanging out across the street from your place?
Because the guy who lives across the street owns the garbage company.
Oh, I was wondering. I'm like, man, that truck's been hanging out there for quite some
He
time.
drives it home and has lunch and then takes off again.
So he just lets it sit and idle in the street?
That's diesel. That's normal.
How long is he going to be sitting there with it just idling like that?
As long as lunch takes.
All right, guys. Well, I guess you're going to be hearing the trash truck at the background.
But it's kind of like
for a
police
while.
cars. You know they never turn them off.
That's because of in case of emergency.
Same with the garbage truck.
Really, there's going to be a trash emergency?
Oh, when there is, you'll thank him.
Anyway. No, I'm sitting here. I'm just kind of wondering, like, how long does it take
No,
to pick
John's
up a can?
he's probably letting it run. I'm assuming that's diesel, and sometimes those can be hard to fire back up, so you just let them run. We used to do that with the tractors and stuff on the farm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you know there's two different kinds of diesel? Speaking of that,
No.
yeah, there's street diesel, and then there's the colored diesel. It's red.
Okay.
They dye it. You know why they dye it?
Why?
Because you don't have the road taxes on the farm diesel.
Oh.
But you can't put it in your truck that drives on the road. So if you have a diesel truck, you can't put that in there because if they come by, the state police pull you over.
And
They
check
have a
your
little.
fuel?
They have a little strip that they stick down in there, and if it comes back up and it's pink or red, you're screwed.
Wow.
Just screwed. So yeah, you can't use farm diesel in an on-road vehicle.
Interesting.
Yeah. Just one of those things you pick up as a farm boy.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Well, no, the cigar is actually pretty good. I'm telling you, my burn line on this is pretty tight. Ash is holding together really well. It's not a bad cigar.
Now, my burn line's a little off.
I noticed that.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to touch that up.
You can't. Well,
I was letting it go for a little bit, but I think I'm going to go ahead and touch it up.
I did notice that. Yes.
You did? Yeah.
I did. So, anyway.
So I'm going to go ahead and touch that up and see if I can get that to correct itself. Or correct. I should say not
it's been incredibly rainy here.
Oh, it has.
And, dude, I don't know if you... I'm looking at your driveway and I don't notice them. When I came to my car this morning, there were, like, huge nightcrawler worms all over the driveway and street and everything. They were everywhere.
Which I said, why didn't you pick up a cupful of them and bring them to me? I want them for my garden beds.
I mean, I didn't think about it.
I get my own worm castings that way.
You can just go up to my town. I mean, they're everywhere. It's like a freaking biblical plague came upon the town.
I can drive up to the bait store and get them cheaper than driving up to...
Hey, that bait store's for sale, by the way.
I know it is.
I saw the sign. And
it opened up my eyes.
And now everybody listening has that in their head.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Ace of base.
So, speaking of that, since we just referenced music, let's tell everybody what we did the other night.
He must be almost done with his
lunch is over.
Lunch there. He's pulling up and pulling out.
Might have been a poo.
Oh, no, I get that too.
Yep, could have been a poo.
You're out driving around and you're just like, oh man, I gotta go. Just swing by home.
Well, yeah.
Especially in the day and age of COVID, when you don't know, is that McDonald's open? Is that gas station open? It's like,
yeah, that's been a real struggle.
The last thing in the world you want to do is pull into a parking lot, run up to the door, and find out that they're closed for COVID.
Or pull into a school parking lot and whip it out and pee.
We're gonna move past that.
You know anybody that's done that?
No, I don't. I really don't.
You don't know anybody that had like an emergency and had to stop.
Last night
and then realized they were in a school parking lot.
So last night we're at Top Shooters.
At least it wasn't open.
And last night we're at Top Shooters.
Nick's avoiding this story like the plague.
I'm going to murder you, Jeff.
There's got to be video from the school.
I'm going to murder you. Anyway, so last night we were at Top Shooters, and we've talked about doing this before.
Yeah.
Where they have the Touch Tunes jukebox, and we go into the Touch Tunes app, and from the comfort of our table, we will just rickroll the whole bar.
We show our ass.
Awful music.
Without telling them who we are.
Without telling them, yeah. and they don't know. So last night, they're playing music and whatever, and I make the comment, because again, it's St. Patrick's Day, and I make the comment that if I hear Dropkick Murphy's song about shipping out to Boston one more time,
I have no idea what that is.
I'm probably going to shank somebody. Yes, you do.
I don't know what that song is.
You know it, you just don't know you know it. And if you heard it, then you would, whatever. Because I heard it like 4 times before you got to Top Shooters last night. And then it never played again.
To which I said, I'll change it up. I know some other Irish music.
And that's when things started going off the rails.
I started with Mumford & Son.
You did.
Because I think they're Irish. I don't know. They're from over there somewhere, the British Isles, But I played some Mumford & Son, and that seemed to go over. And it was when I played, My Irish Eyes Are Smiling.
Yep, that
was the first time they took it.
That's when it got skipped.
Yeah.
Then it was quickly followed up by, what was it, the Celtic Women? Singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
That was phenomenal.
That was the most just life-sucking song you could have hit the bar with. And
now, the one I left on there, but it was so deep in the rotation, because I didn't skip it ahead like we usually do. I left a Danny Boy bomb somewhere down the line. So at some point, Danny Boy played.
Nice. Yeah, because you and I left, it wasn't super late when we left.
No.
So yeah, that could have hit at like 1 a.m. when they were closing. So then at this point, it's my turn.
Nick has to step up.
And I had to come up with something good. So that's when I broke out the bagpipes playing Amazing Grace.
That was phenomenal.
And that place just got quiet as a funeral. And
they played a funeral march.
They played Amazing Grace on the bagpipes.
It went from like Eminem to the bagpipes.
Yep. It was...
And then back to rap, back to Drake.
It was dramatic.
It really was. They let it play, though.
They did let it play.
I was surprised.
You know what? Maybe they had some fallen brothers in arms that they wanted to
God.
think about for a minute.
Well, how do you turn off Danny Boy? How do you do that? You can't turn off Danny Boy. I'm sure they did, but I mean, I'm saying, how do you turn off Danny Boy?
They did turn off Baby Shark.
Yeah, and we didn't play that.
No, we did not play that. But somebody else rickrolled them with
played
Baby
it
Shark.
Before.
Yeah, they turned off Baby Shark really
They hate
quick.
Baby Shark. And we've been told that by people that work
guys,
there.
if you're ever at a bar and they've got one of these Touch Tunes jukeboxes, what you need to do is you need to just play Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Because it will just drive people nuts.
You know the one Rick roll we've never done
What's
is
that?
the Rick roll.
Yeah, everybody expects that.
Yeah. They don't expect Baby Shark.
And they also don't expect spoken word William Shatner doing Rocket Man.
We'll play that one all the time. And they let it play. And I'm thinking, why? Of all the things that we could put in this jukebox, why would you let
There's
that play?
one, and then the other one that's really funny to play is Proud Mary, sung by Leonard Nimoy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's amusing, though.
I'll tell you what, the one thing, we can suck the mojo out of a bar in about 3 songs. Mm-hmm. And you can feel the whole atmosphere in the bar change when we do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time.
But good music will bring it back.
Not back to where it was. I argue it brings it back up, but
it takes 3 songs to drop it down. It probably takes a solid 8 or 9 to bring it back.
Yeah, we can suck the mojo out quickly.
Yeah.
And it's fun to watch. It's horrible for everyone else there, but we're amused, and that's what matters. Yeah.
Seemed like the Cougars were out last night pretty hard.
Yeah.
Then there was the one lady.
Which one?
What's past Cougar, Jeff? Because if a Cougar is let's say a
octogenarian,
40s to 50-year-old lady picking up the younger guys.
Yeah.
What is it when you have a straight up senior citizen picking up younger guys? Kind of Cougar doesn't quite feel like it applies.
Octogenarian?
Nah,
that'd be 80s.
That's more of a term.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, let's poll the listeners. We'll ask them what they think it should be.
I don't think it should be lioness because that feels a little too proud. And this is not, that was not a proud situation last night.
I don't know. I must have missed this.
So I'm just kind of thinking I
don't know what you'd call it. I don't know what the term would be.
Puma doesn't quite sound right.
Puma.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you call an older cougar.
An old cougar?
Yeah, that just...
Because cougar implies... What is cougar?
Cougar tends to imply...
Tread lightly here, because I'm 10 years older than you.
40s to 50s, trolling for a 20-something dude.
Okay, I would say
that's
50,
kind of the age range.
To me, a cougar's 50 to 55.
I'd say 40s. I think 40s are solid cougars.
Okay.
If they're trolling for 20-year-olds.
Yeah.
You got to have that big age gap.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real. A 40-year-old trolling for a 40-year-old, that's just life.
Yeah.
But
that's as God intended.
That's just what it is. But 40-year-old trolling for a 20-year-old, that's cougar territory.
I guess. I've never quite known. I guess if she's trolling for a college kid,
I've never had a woman trolling for me though, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Fair enough. If you're a 20-something and a 30-year-old's trolling for you, would a 30 or 35-year-old be a cougar? I think it would.
I'm sorry. Let's do that math again one more time. What now?
If a guy's in his 20s and a female's 30 to 35, would she be considered a cougar? Is it so many years older than the prey? Or
I'm going to go so far as to say you got to have a 20-year age gap. I almost feel like it's got to be a 20,
cougar's got to be 20
or
years.
better before it counts as a cougar. I don't think a 35-year-old woman trolling for a 20-year-old dude is cougar territory. It's significant age difference, but I don't think it's necessarily cougar territory.
Kristen and I are 10 years apart.
Yeah, it's because you're a friggin' cradle robber.
Well, yeah.
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 She's on the low end of the scale.
It's the other way.
Don't try to imply that Kristen's in her mid-60s.
No, I'm saying,
that's
does that make me...
Because
what's
under the
male
context of this conversation, that's
What's the male equivalent of a cougar?
cradle robber.
Oh, okay. Oops. Yeah, that implies something that I don't want implied.
I'm just telling you the way
I'm
it
not
is.
a Catholic priest.
So maybe you ought to just not bring that up.
God. Spotlight. Yeah.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There's got to be some Catholic priest that listens to us that's so pissed off right now.
He didn't. I mean, as long as he didn't rape any boys, it doesn't really matter.
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know if we can say that.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, we might want to cut all of that. I'm feeling that squeamish feeling that I sometimes get when we record.
We'll see. We'll see how it plays in edit.
I'm still having my burn line issue.
You are having a slight burn line
Yeah,
issue. What?
and I even corrected it, and it did not take.
Are you getting like a breeze off the garage door that maybe is cooling the one side?
Maybe. Yeah, it's the Latitude Zero, though, smoking really well.
It is smoking well. It's a good
Your
cigar,
burn line
actually.
is dead on. You've been having the burn line issues the last 3 or 4 shows, and
I must
now
have gotten
it's
your
me.
bag.
Yeah. I'm going to correct this one more time and just see if it corrects up. I don't know why it takes my lighter like...
Whoa. Jeff has shards falling.
Yes. I don't know why it takes my lighter 3 or 4 clicks to get going. I'll tell you, you have to watch.
There's jokes. I'm just going to let them go.
No, I'll tell you what it is. And the Hill, over at the Hill, they've mentioned this to me.
Yeah.
Because you really have to watch the butane you buy.
Wow, okay.
Because all butane is not created equal, apparently.
No.
And I think this was some budget butane I bought and put in that lighter. And it does not always light up right away.
I typically just buy the Cigar
You
stuff.
got to get the Cigar. It's the only way to go.
It's good stuff.
The yellow can, that's what I'm using, and it's
is it butane or lighter fluid?
butane.
Okay.
I've got it sitting back there. I can show it to you. There's a red and white can, and then there's a yellow can.
Okay.
And neither one of those work for me.
That yellow can I bought at another location that will remain nameless.
Yep.
And you're right. I bought a little can just in an emergency. And you're right. It wasn't that great.
Yeah, it is inconsistent at best. So, and I think that's the problem is I use the yellow can to fill this butane lighter.
Well, then maybe you ought to get rid of the yellow can.
Yeah, but I got to get some... I mean, this at least is better than nothing until I can get a can of Cigar.
True.
Yeah. The Cigar stuff is better. I don't know why.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do to it.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference is, but it is better. I'll tell you something else.
Okay.
Since we're on this. We've all gotten gas, and, you have a station that sometimes there'll be water in the gas for whatever reason. I think that used to be more of a thing than it is now.
I was going to say, I don't know.
You used to really have to watch that. There would be stations that would water their gas down because they're still selling you a gallon. Mm-hmm. It's just a gallon with partial water. And, that would be a big thing. That
would be highly illegal.
It messes with your engine.
I was going to say, I would think that would be highly illegal.
Yeah. Well, when you pump it in, if you've got a half a tank of gas and you pump gas in on top of it, it's probably enough that it's not noticeable. But if you fill up your tank, it can have issues.
I don't just mean the technological side of things in that your engine's going to have problems. I mean that I think it would be highly illegal.
It is.
As a regulated gas station.
Yes, it is. It is.
Cut gas.
It is.
Yeah.
But it used to happen.
Kind of like if you're selling Coke. You don't want that shit cut with something else.
God, that makes it crack.
You want it pure.
Yeah, you don't want the baking soda in it.
Exactly.
So baking soda is what I'm going to speak of, and you brought it around to that full circle for me. Thank you.
How the hell did I just do that?
I don't know. So, I think I've talked about this on the show before, but I take baking soda every night when I go to bed in case I have heartburn or whatever. I'll mix up a tablespoon of baking soda in a big glass of water.
You've talked about that.
Yeah. But you have to watch the baking soda you use. And I'm going to show you this experiment sometime. So I've got a can of...
what does this have to do with gas?
Well, it's the same concept. I want to point this out. So I normally buy Arm & Hammer baking soda.
Okay.
But the last time I got baking soda, it was a store that didn't carry Arm & Hammer. And it was Cloverleaf or Cloverfield.
Who doesn't carry
It was like a Dollar General or something. Family Dollar, Dollar General, whatever it was.
Okay.
So it's an I don't want to say off-brand because I don't know if it's necessarily an off-brand, but it's not Arm & Hammer.
Okay.
And I put it in the water and stir it up, and it bubbles up on the top like it's soap.
Okay.
There's something different about their baking soda than Arm & Hammer baking soda.
Maybe there's Maybe it's cut with soap.
I'll show you the difference. So
There you go.
So anyway, all baking sodas are not created equal. I'm going to do the experiment for you and show you what I'm talking about.
Well, this has been riveting. Anyway, so we actually have something to talk about.
Okay, another example, and then we can get into whatever you have that's actual important cigar stuff. No.
What? What is another
You know
example?
what else isn't created equal?
Cheerios.
Well, that's you.
Name brand Cheerios taste significantly different than off-brand Cheerios. I can do a taste, and I would say, so far as to say cereal in general, there are different cereal, corn flakes,
But I know
frosted flakes,
that's not
all
true.
that.
For a fact, I know that's not
I can
true.
tell you right now, if you were to go out and get like the Malto-Meal, the non-name brand Cheerios, and
Oh
like
my
Frosted
God.
Flakes, and give me the name
We're
brand
doing the
stuff,
comparisons.
and you put them in a bowl and threw some, and we put milk on them, and I had to pick bowl A or bowl B to determine which is the real and which is the fake.
Oh
I
my
could
God,
do it.
we're doing this.
I could do it.
There's no way.
I could do it.
Here's the deal. I know
All
it's
day
not
long
true
I could do it.
because I never worked there personally, but I know people that worked at the Cake Mix in Steelville, Illinois. Gilster Mary Lee. Gilster Mary Lee makes products for
Jeff,
all
I'm not
kinds
saying
of
anything
different
about Cake
companies.
Mix. I'm talking Cheerios. I'm talking
No,
corn
they-
flakes.
they have a
I'm talking
they have a
frosted
cereal
flakes.
plant.
I'm telling you right now
They would make
that they are different. They are
And
different.
I'm telling you how the sausage is made now. They would make a big vat of, say, Raisin Bran. And they would fill Kellogg's Raisin Bran until it was done, and then they'd fill the off-brand out of the same vat.
I'm telling you right now. And
There's
I'm not
no
saying,
way you can do
I'm
this.
not saying it's every single cereal. There are
There
specific
is
cereals.
no way you can do this.
I have to go to the store with you to buy these cereals so I know which one, because I know which ones taste
But then we'll
different.
do a blind taste test.
I know which ones taste different, but then we'll do a blind taste test. And you know what? I'll even step up this ante. You know what we'll do? We'll do it as a YouTube video so
Okay.
everybody can actually see this. And then there needs to be some sort of prize. There needs to be some sort of like thing on the line. Not
Okay.
a prize for me. The prize for me is the fact that I was able to do it. But
some sort of punishment
But
for
it's some
you
sort of
if you-
punishment
if
if I
you
fail.
Can't pull
Because
off
I'm telling
the
you
impossible.
I'm telling you right now that if you were to set down a bowl of Cheerios and fake Cheerios, a bowl of cornflakes and fake cornflakes, frosted flakes and non-frosted, or like fake frosted flakes, and I don't know, I'd have to go to the store and
I
actually
bet
look.
you can't do it half
But
the time.
I bet I could probably put I bet we could probably pick out 4 cereals, and I bet I could probably ID the fake one every time.
There's no way in hell. You're full of shit. That's all there is to it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so the other product
do it.
I was going to mention before we get into your serious cigar topic here, whatever it might be, the other product that is not the same is cream cheese. If it's not Philadelphia, it's not cream cheese, and I stand by that. I make a like a marshmallow fluff cream cheese mix.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be. You're supposed to eat it with fruit, but we just end up eating it out of the bowl by the spoonful, which is
probably not healthy in the least.
again why I'm 300 pounds. I just kind of whiff of your cigar smoke, and choke me up. No, so
Is that what choked you up, or did you just think about the bowl of cream cheese and you just got all like
that cream cheese with marshmallow fluff, man? There's not a better dessert out there.
You got all food horny there.
You know it's good. So, but if you get an off-brand cream cheese, it's like gel. It's not cream cheese when you try to mix it up, and it will not mix like Philadelphia will mix up normally. It's really strange.
Okay.
Yeah. There are certain products that you've got to buy the brand name to get the quality.
Okay.
What's your serious cigar news? I know you think my conversation today has just been riveting.
We've been all over the place.
Yes.
And some of it's been
as we
interesting
do.
and some of it has not. So
Well, maybe not to you.
Nick over at My Monthly Cigars.
Okay.
Since we're smoking a cigar from My Monthly Cigars, figured this is an appropriate time for us to discuss this. So he has done something. So it's March Madness.
Did he get
Jeff.
caught again?
What?
Oh,
no,
anyway.
no. So
They need bail money? Is that what
it's
we're
March
going at?
Madness. It's March Madness.
Okay.
He has done the 2021 MMC March Madness bracket.
Okay.
So what he's done is he's taken 64 cigars that have been featured in the past 20 plus MMC boxes.
Now see, now he's thinking with his head.
And it's time for you to vote for your favorites. So the long and short of it is that...
Did he call it March Madness? Because he's probably going to get sued.
I mean, he might. Because he did. MNC March Madness bracket.
Pretty sure that's why we called it the Funnel 4.
Well, see, and that's what's funny is if you go to the bracket, he does have Sweet 16 and Elite 8.
Yeah. Just saying, Nick. You might want to edit that before they
Final 4 and Championship. Yep. Okay, well...
You're welcome to use Funnel 4. We're not going to sue you.
Well, he's got 4 brackets going on here. He has the Gator bracket. He has the Bishop bracket. The Larry the Mute bracket. And the BF Chicken bracket.
Okay.
And these brackets, they all funnel down. And so round 1 voting started Wednesday the 17th. So it started on St. Patrick's Day.
Okay.
And it's going to run through Saturday, March 20th. Okay.
Which is the day after this comes out.
The day after this comes out. So, guys,
jump on it.
Jump on this. And then round 2 voting is Sunday, March 21st through Monday, March 22nd. So, I mean, it's tight. I mean, it gets tight throughout this. But
yeah, because it moves so quickly.
It moves super quickly. But
cigars are getting eliminated left and right.
But there's 64 cigars here, dude. So, here, I'm just going to look at the first one of the Gator bracket. So you have the Victor Sinclair Series 55 Imperial Habano versus the Room 101 Ichiban Maduro.
Okay.
So which one do you want?
Well, I'll go pick. I mean, I'll go do my own bracket.
Well, for the purpose...
I don't want to taint the results.
You can vote as many times as you want. That's the other thing. You can totally taint the results if you want.
Well, I don't want to taint I want the listeners to pick.
Okay, well, so just for the sake of doing this right now, let's just... I'm going to choose that.
See, I would go more Maduro, but you're going more Habano, so that's okay.
I'm going to go with the Victor Sinclair.
To each their own, man.
Go with the Victor Sinclair. And, okay, so you hit the Vote Now button.
Yes, and imagine that.
Click that. Okay, round 2, second round of the Gator voting. Perdomo Reserve Champagne Sun-Grown and the Caldwell Young Savages.
I know which one you're going to pick.
I mean, I got to go with that.
I'm going to go with the Caldwell just to cancel your vote.
Then we have the Partagas, I can't pronounce that, and the Cohiba Puro Dominican.
Is the Partagas the one we haven't smoked? Is that this month?
That actually may very well be the one we haven't smoked yet from this month. So is it? Let me see it. No, you know what?
No?
I don't know. Partagas Cifuentes Maduro? Is that it?
This is the Legend Toro.
Okay, different Partagas then.
Yeah,
we must have missed out on that Partagas. That must have been before us.
I was say I don't remember a Partagas other than this one. Maybe. Well, let's be honest. We did the same cigar twice in 1 year.
It must have been a very early box from Nick that you and I missed out on. So,
maybe. Although that cigar we did twice is a really good cigar, but still.
It was, but yeah.
And we liked it both times, which is also
Upman
good.
Media Noche versus the Ramon Bueso Exclusivo.
The Upman.
Monte Cristo versus Media Noche versus the Oliva Saison.
Ooh. What do you think on that one?
I don't know. You going to vote for your Dark Lord Satan there?
Vote for me, Jeffrey.
You know you want to.
The Saison. I swear to God, it looked like Satan on the band.
It did not look like Satan on the band. Anyway,
maybe that was just that was just my particular demons showing through.
I was gonna say so. No, I mean, and it just keeps going and going. There's 64 rounds.
Well, no, there's 32 rounds.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's 32. What am I talking about? There's 64. There's 64 cigars.
Math.
64 cigars. 32 rounds. Whatever. Shut up.
I love catching you.
The point is, it's actually a pretty fun little thing.
Well, yeah.
And Nick's gonna do something pretty cool. For those people who are in the Cigar Pulpit Parishioners group, he posted the link to this in the Parishioners group this morning. And if you are not a member of the Cigar Pulpit Parishioners group on Facebook,
why not?
First of all, yeah, exactly. Why not? But second of all, if you are a member, get over there and check out this post because this can actually put a little money in your pocket.
Yeah, this can
be
fun.
Not like real money. It's Ash Cash.
Well, yeah, but still.
But Ash Cash equates to real money saved.
Yeah.
So,
It's cigars bought.
Exactly.
Here's the only reason I can think of why somebody wouldn't be on the parishioners page on Facebook is because they've been banned for exercising free speech by, the tech giants.
Okay, we're going to go down that road again.
Mr. Jonathan. Dave.
That's true. Well, Dave scammed his way back in by using a different email address.
Well, there you go. Good for you, Dave.
I mean, he'll get busted on that.
Stick
at some
it to the
point,
tech man.
But, you know, Jonathan has morals and principles.
Does he?
I mean, I think so.
Does he?
Did you just do what I think you just did? Did I just literally witness that? Because that's royally effed if that's the case. Guys,
I'm not admitting to anything.
We're sitting here in the garage at the JRE. Oh, dude, Aladino Mobile Studios on some folding chairs. And Jeff just leans forward and rips ass. And he just rocks forward in the chair and rocks back. And then stares at me the whole time he's doing it.
It was like Pinky when she was doing her retro hail the other day.
Yeah.
That was the greatest thing ever.
Oh,
she just locked eyes with you and did that retro hail like,
and purposely didn't cough.
Yeah.
No, she did. Speaking of retro hails and cigars and whatnot, you know, we're smoking the Latitude Zero.
We've been smoking it for about 15 minutes longer than the show's been on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Circling back there.
Not quite 15 minutes. You and I fought for at least 5. Mm-hmm. We didn't fight, but it was very
nearly came to blows.
Very passive aggressive.
Yes.
Anyway, what are you getting on the cigar?
Cigar.
Yeah, it's.
I was having a little coughing fit earlier, and I had to run in and get some coffee. And I normally don't take sugar in my coffee, but I put a little sugar in it to coat my throat.
Yeah,
and I think that's kind of overwhelming the taste of the cigar.
Okay. Still kind of earthy. It's not a bad cigar. It's it's
not bad at all.
It's a pretty.
I'm not getting any harsh flavors. It's not bitter. It's not I'm not having any issues there.
It's a very mild. You know, I'd say it's a mild.
I thought this was supposed to be a more medium to full box, but this is a milder cigar.
This is more of a mild stick.
Like I would smoke this again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I would definitely smoke this again. All in all, I've been enjoying it so far. You get anything off the retro hail?
It's mild.
Little bit of pepper.
Let me try it again
on the retro hail. It's very smooth though.
It's that retro hail's very smooth.
Yeah. I would smoke this again.
I did 2 of them and didn't. I know you just had that little baby cough. But
yeah.
I did 2 retro hails and neither one of them even gave me a tickle.
I'd smoke this again.
Yeah, it's a good stick.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, good.
There you go.
Good.
You know what we need to talk about right now?
What do we need to talk about right now?
3 cigars that we've smoked.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's time that we go ahead and talk about 3 cigars that we smoked this past week that we enjoyed. And, guys, I'm going to admit, I haven't been posting as much to Instagram lately, mostly just due to the fact that I've had a lot going on. And
life gets in the way.
Well, and the thing is, when I get really busy, what I tend to do is I don't tend to experiment around on cigars a whole lot at that point. What I tend to do when I get really busy is I kind of just focus in on those cigars that I know are just rock solid. I go to I default to my go-tos.
Yep.
When I get really busy because I don't want to screw around with, will I like this cigar? Will I not like this cigar? What do I think of this cigar? Oh, it's got a poor draw. Oh, it's this, it's that. Oh, I don't like this flavor. I want to be able to pick up a cigar, know I'm going to have a good time with it, and not necessarily have to think about it. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And so that's what I've been doing a lot of lately, is just dealing with life and at the same time just picking up my rock solid go-to cigars. So because of that, I haven't really had a whole lot of variety.
Okay.
Which means that I haven't really been posting a lot to Instagram and sharing what I've been smoking because I really haven't had much to share.
Okay, you want me to start then?
So why don't you go ahead and start? Why don't you go ahead and start?
Shout out to our studio sponsor, Jerry Tobacco.
Jerry.
Aladino Mobile Studio. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, no, I picked up over at Riverman, and actually got it a couple of weeks ago, but I picked up the Aladino Connecticut.
Ooh, good stick.
It's a very good
really
stick.
Good cigar.
And I've only had 2 of those so far. Really good stick. Can't recommend that one enough. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it.
How about yourself?
I mean, okay. So I'll go ahead and go then.
I thought we alternated.
We can alternate.
Why do you change it up every time?
I don't know. I tend to not. But you throw me off.
You tend to yes.
So the other day, as I get done ranting about how I don't experiment with cigars and everything,
Yep.
I did pick up one over at Riverman that I tried and I enjoyed. It was the Avo Classic No. 2.
Ooh, good cigar.
It was a good cigar. I actually really enjoyed it. Sat back in the ice tent of love and watched a little HBO and just kind of enjoyed that cigar. It was a nice, relaxing way to conclude my evening that night. So
Interesting.
So the Avo Classic No. 2.
I'm going to stick, and it's kind of what you were saying about how you stick with what you know and what you like.
Yep.
I did the same thing this week.
Okay.
Leaf by Oscar, Connecticut.
Nice.
Good cigar.
Nice.
Good cigar.
You know, I was just talking to one of our listeners, Ken. He's down at a lounge in Florida, and he had messaged me wanting to know about what would be a good cigar from Oscar to try. And I had recommended the Oscar Habano and the Superfly, and I guess he was looking for Connecticut, and he's like, what do you think of the Leaf Connecticut? And I'm like, dude, solid cigar.
Yeah.
And Gator smokes it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's good stick.
by the way,
And technically not an Oscar cigar, right?
it is and it isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
a house blend.
it was a project that he worked with Island Jim on. The wind. Jeff looks very surprised by the wind.
Was that the wind?
That was the wind blowing the garage
I thought
door.
the garage door tried to lift. That was
No,
weird.
that was the wind blowing the garage door. Anyway, but no, going back, Ken was messaging, and he said that we need to come down to Florida and tour around to some cigar shops and end the trip over in Tampa. And he said that we can crash at his place if we want.
I am all in.
Yeah. So
He doesn't want us at his place. Have you seen us? You don't want us at your place, dude.
He listens to the show.
I mean, it's sweet of you.
He listens to the show, so he obviously is aware that you poop in sinks.
At some point, there's going to have to be some sort of eviction because we're not going to leave. You don't want to let us get in there because we're never going home.
Burrow in like ticks.
Yes. We're in Florida and we're staying here.
Yes. So that was your.
That was number 2.
That was your second. So I got.
Dos.
So I got to do one now.
Dos cigar.
So okay. So the second one that I want to mention is it has been one of my top go-to cigars. I mean, I pull it frequently just because, again, I know it's a really good cigar.
Backwoods Honey?
No. It's the Perdomo Habano Sungrown.
Oh, you love that.
I have been smoking those on the regular here lately just because, like I said, they're just really good quality cigars. A lot of flavor, and I enjoy them. I mean, I always know I'm getting something good when I'm lighting that thing up. So why argue it?
Exactly. Well, like you said, sometimes you want to go to what you know.
Exactly.
I get it completely. Yep. Third,
okay.
Shameless plug for me. I had a Gator by Martinez Cigars.
Now, those are starting to roll out in stores. I know our friends,
yes, they are.
I know our friends down at Smoker's Alibi.
Yeah.
Down in Texas there. They got theirs the other day. So, we went over this list a couple of episodes back, but if you are anywhere near Smoker's Alibi, Max Smoke Shop in Palo Alto.
Yep.
Man Cave Cigars down in like the Little Rock area, Smoke Pit out in Greenwood, Indiana, and then obviously Riverman and Lit here in the St. Louis area. Those are the initial 6 stores that are going to be carrying the Bishop and the Gator, and I know that they're starting to roll in. So,
and we're getting really good reviews on both sticks.
Yes. So make sure you reach out to those stores and see if you don't live near there, reach out to them and see if you can get some from them. I don't know which ones do mail order and which ones don't. I mean, I know Dan does, but
I'm going to go one further.
Okay.
We do not pass the plate. We don't have any paid accounts. We don't beg you for money.
No Patreon, nothing like that.
Not good on those that do, but we don't. Mm-hmm. All we ask is that you try our cigar, and if you like it, keep buying it. If you don't, smoke something else, but you're going to like these cigars.
But at least give them a try.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, here's what I'm going to ask the parishioners for.
Okay.
Guys, I'm going to ask you to do some homework for us.
Oh, God.
We're in those 6 stores, those 6 initial stores.
Yes.
2 in St. Louis, 4 around the country.
Yes.
There's a whole lot more country than 4 stores worth of country.
A lot of country.
You guys go in, talk to your brick and mortars, ask them if they'll carry the Bishop and Gator.
Yes. And all they need to do is just reach out to Martinez Cigars.
Yep. And I'll be honest, they really want to carry the whole line, but if they want to start with the Bishop and Gator, get their toe wet, feel it out.
But the commitment is very, very low.
The commitment is very low.
Very low.
Yeah. And we would love to be in your local brick and mortar. Our plan is this year is to get to as many of these brick and mortars and do an event and promote that they have the cigars there. So, the more places we have, the more travel we get to do.
Mm-hmm. Commercial over. I'll do my third now.
Okay.
My last...
Buy the Bishops and Gators for the love of God. Anyway.
My last cigar is also another one that has just quickly rocketed to the top of go-to cigars for me. And I've been I could go to my car right now. I could get my travel humidor, and we could open it up. And
Swisher Sweet Peach?
No.
Oh.
I will guarantee you there's at least 3 or 4 of them in that 8-count box.
Okay.
The Romeo y Julieta Reserve,
the Blue Band.
The Reserve Real Nicaragua.
You have
you almost said a bad word there.
All in.
No.
Yeah.
No, I
you can't get addicted to cigars.
No,
but
you can't. But
you're hooked on that cigar.
Yeah, I am. It's got so much flavor. And, dude, and everybody I'm talking to about it, we all agree. Broccoli Rob said it first, but I agree with him, and I've had a couple other people say it and agree. It's the best Romeo y Julieta out there on the market right now.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's a little bold for my palate, I admit.
It's an AJ blend, so that makes some sense.
It is, but you love it.
Baby cigar smoker.
What? We've talked about the baby talk, and it's really bothersome because you wake me up all the time when you call and do that.
I do not.
It's really
I
weird,
don't call
Nick.
you and wake you up.
I've been meaning
You're
to
the one
talk
who
to you about
calls
it.
me to be all like, so what's going on? I'm just checking. I'm
check
just checking in.
I like to check in.
I was going to say, you're the one checking in. Anyway.
I've been worried about you, and I just want to make sure you're okay.
I'm good. I'm busy.
Okay.
I'm good.
Oh, you're busy.
I'm busy.
Yeah.
But I'm good.
Life.
But anyway, so yeah, the Romeo y Julieta Reserve Real Nicaragua, so good. And I'm not going to say where, but I found a place that has them significantly cheaper than maybe a few other places.
I swear, I think they've got a mark wrong, but they've doubled down on it.
They refilled the box, so I'm going to keep running with it until they mark it back up.
It is what it is.
But I don't care. I've been enjoying it.
There you go.
So
you mentioned Brock.
Yes.
I think it's time for his review this week.
I was going to say it's Final Third Friday, and so we might as well go ahead and hear the Final Third Friday segment with our man, Broccoli Rob.
It's time for Final Third Friday with my man, Broccoli Rob.
Happy Friday, beautiful people. This is your man Brock coming to you today from St. Pete Beach. And today I am smoking the Ashton VSG for the Final Third Friday cigar of the week. In full transparency, today's review is more about the experience here in Tampa than it is about this fantastic cigar. With 20-mile-an-hour winds and getting lost in the beauty all around me, it wouldn't be fair to actually rate and review this Ashton VSG. It is a fantastic cigar that is available at the Smoke Pit for $16.99 each, and definitely worth a try. On to Ybor City, we spent time combing through all the local shops to sample their cigars and watch the craft being done firsthand. The art it takes to roll a beautiful and flavorful cigar is a treat to witness for sure. Walking 7th Street, drinking Cuban coffee, and smoking local cigars is like nothing else, and should be on all cigar smokers' bucket list. I spent time at King Corona Cigar Lounge in Ybor City drinking bourbon and smoking a Padron from 1926 Maduro while watching the crowds enjoying this amazing little cigar haven. In the evening, we visited Fusion Cigar Lounge in Clearwater and enjoyed some great cigars, bourbon, and watched people for hours. The beaches here are beautiful, some of the most beautiful beaches I have ever visited in the USA, and even better, they are cigar friendly. Nothing like smoking a cigar while watching and listening to the waves crash in. Next up will be the J.C. Newman Factory and Museum Tour, which I'm sure will be as awesome as the Pulpit Boy shared with us. I'll be posting more about that and the rest of this trip on Instagram coming soon. Overall, you have to visit these amazing cigar lounges and cigar shops when you make a trip down here. You won't be disappointed. A few more days of vacation and then back at it at the lounge. The Smoke Pit, located at 221 West Main Street in downtown Greenwood, Indiana, is an all-inclusive cigar lounge offering a wide range of boutique cigar brands, along with many other heritage brands, bringing you one of the most unique selections in central Indiana at a fair price. Come in today and enjoy our comfortable lounge over a cigar and a great conversation with others who love the cigar culture. Also available now is liquor and beer to pair with your cigar as well. You can follow me on Instagram at Final Third Cigar, and also check out FinalThirdCigar.com for full reviews of cigars and other cigar-related content. Have a great week, and remember to relax, stay smoky, and enjoy each cigar you smoke down at the Brock. Until next week, salud.
Well, I'll tell you, that sack really rubbed in being in Tampa, didn't
I was
he?
going to say, I'm really freaking jealous.
Oh,
and,
man.
God,
I love it down there so much.
That just hurt the soul a little bit. We need to make sure we get back down there, Jeff.
Well, you know what we need to do?
What?
And I'm just going to say it out loud. We've hinted around about this a couple of times.
We have.
We need to have a revival down there.
A revival?
We do.
Or a retreat?
We need to have the Traveling Freak Show, an evangelical cigar revival, go down along with the parishioners.
I was going to say, I think what we need to do is I think we need to coordinate up sometime this year. I don't know when.
I'm thinking September, October.
It's hard. I would say that's not a bad time frame. Coordinate up a time, like a weekend, maybe a long weekend or something, that we basically say, we're going to be here these days.
Yes.
And we coordinate up and we see, maybe we, open it up to the listeners. They can coordinate trips at the same time.
Yep.
Maybe we could coordinate up some factory tours over at JC Newman.
I think we could work that out, JC Newman.
And basically, we just kind of coordinate up a weekend where we just hang with the parishioners down in Tampa and Ybor City.
We could have like a reception. We could have the tour at the JC Newman factory. We could have a day in Ybor. We could have a beach day.
We could. Although, I got to lose weight if we're going to the beach.
I'm going to live large.
I know you are.
Yeah. You've seen me do it.
I have, unfortunately. And so as a child, and that was disturbing.
Many children.
But guys.
And a Russian dude that we don't know that took the picture.
Is there any sort of interest whatsoever if we were to throw out a date in September, October that we were going to just happen to be down in Florida that maybe people could swing over and we could have I don't know. What would I'm not feeling the revival. The revival's the Traveling Freak Show. This would be a major stop on the Traveling Freak Show.
It would be the revival retreat.
I kind of feel like like a retreat.
We need to put up a tent. We could do some faith healing and whatnot.
I don't know about that.
Did you ever see that movie with Steve Martin where he's the faith healer?
I don't know. What's the name of it?
It's so good.
Why do you just with the random movies anyway? So okay, well I like that idea. Let's put a pin in that and keep working. But I like that idea. Or as the press secretary would say, we'll circle back to that.
She circles back to everything. Although
does she ever circle back to that?
No,
anyway.
That's all she ever says.
That's
Hey, has anybody else noticed the gas prices skyrocket?
I know I have. Anyway.
But we're not going to get political.
No. Why would we do that?
No. It's called Leap of Faith. It was in 1992.
No, I don't know if I have seen that.
Dude, it is awesome. So the gist of it is,
nobody cares.
I might have actually talked about it before. But it's Steve Martin, and he rolls into this town, and the bus breaks down. And they're not going to have a revival there, but they decide to go ahead and do it because they're there, and why waste the time? So they throw the tent up. And it turns into this big thing where people are coming from miles around. I think they're somewhere, maybe Oklahoma or Texas. They're somewhere, down in the Southwest.
Yeah.
And before it's over, he actually heals somebody. It's all made up. It's all, trickery and sleight of hand.
Yeah.
And a kid gets healed at the revival. Steve Martin freaks out because, he actually saw this kid get healed. He was he had like crutches and a leg brace and all that. I don't know. I don't know what his actual ailment was, but he got healed, took everything off, and he could walk fine. And yeah, it's an interesting movie.
Okay, well,
Leap of Faith. Look it up.
That would be Gator's movie review. So
I always have one, at least one.
You do. All you do is watch TV.
I know. I'm very sedentary.
Uh-huh.
I smoke cigars and I watch TV.
I'll be searching for a new co-host in about 4 years once everything
I
kicks in
doubt
with
I'll make
him.
it that long. It'll be the Bishop and Pinky show.
There you go. It'll come out once every 4 months.
Nobody would mind that because everybody loves Pinky.
I know.
How do they not? She's delightful.
She just doesn't have a lot of time in her schedule.
She brings a lot to the show, though.
I don't disagree.
I like when she's on.
We had a lot of people say that we need to be drinking a lot more on the show.
Well, you've been
After
drunk
last
the
time.
last couple 3 episodes.
Two.
You were in
And
a
I
much
wasn't-
better mood.
You know, what the hell?
You were all happy and sing-songy and
I'm in a good mood today.
true. And there's been no morning drinking.
No morning drinking.
No.
Although it is afternoon now.
Is it?
It's
Time to fire up.
It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Time to fire
Time
up.
to hit the bar. No, I mean it's. I'm not.
You know what's funny? We're like 45 minutes into this. We started at 11 o'clock. So we're 2 hours in.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, the magic of podcasting.
the first 20 minutes were wasted.
Yes, that went
That
into
was
the
my
ether.
fault.
And then I had to go pick up my daughter from school, and yeah, it's been a whole thing. So, oh lordy! So we are smoking this really good cigar.
The Latitude Zero.
Yep.
From the March My Monthly Cigars box.
The only negative I have is mine has had a burn issue.
Mine
the
is not.
entire time. Yours is impeccable.
Even with the relight, because I had to relight whenever you got back from picking up your daughter.
yeah, this Latitude Zero comes to us from My Monthly Cigars.
Yes.
And Nick, what is My Monthly Cigars?
Well, how about we let Pinky tell us?
There you go.
This would normally be the time that I give some information about My Monthly Cigars, but I've hired that out this week, so take it away.
My Monthly Cigars is a premium cigar subscription service. It comes in a variety of different size boxes at affordable prices. Use offer code PULPIT and get free shipping on your first box and 20% off any items in the online store at mymonthlycigars.com.
That's offer code PULPIT. Thanks! I'm not going to lie. I'm really enjoying the option of just plugging in Pinky's commercial.
Well, yeah. People want to hear her voice a lot more than ours, let's be honest.
I like that. I like that.
So, in addition, as we begin to wrap up here, because I'm down well into the final third.
I was going to say, I'm in the
nearing
final third,
the nub.
and the cigar, it's still a really smooth, good cigar.
Yep.
I would say mild plus.
Yeah, I'd give it that.
I'm not going to go so far as to say medium,
Yeah,
but I think mild plus ish.
I'd say that. So as we begin to wrap up here, how do folks reach out to us on the socials?
We are on Instagram at The Cigar Pulpit, as well as at Naked Gator, NEKKID Gator.
That is my page, not to mention Pinky Smokes Cigars,
Pinky Smokes Cigars.
our occasional jump-in co-host.
And then we're also on Facebook, where we have the Cigar Pulpit Parishioners page, which, guys, like
blowing
I said,
blowing up.
get on there, join up, and when you do, take and this is going to have to be in a very timely manner, but get on there, join up, and look for that post by Nick over at My Monthly Cigars with his bracket, and there's a nice contest in there where all you got to do is just put something in the comments. That's all you got to do. And you could potentially win a whole bunch of Ash Cash.
Wait, you got to put something in the comment. Don't you have to do the bracket?
Well, yeah. But you gotta pick. Well, I'm not gonna say. People need to go there.
Okay, I'll have to go look at it because I don't know what you're talking about
There you
either.
go. And we're also on Twitter. We're on YouTube, where apparently I'm going to be eating cereal at some point here soon. That needs to happen.
Yeah,
That
we're
needs
going to make
happen
that
soon.
because there's no way you can do that.
Let's do that this weekend.
Okay,
Let's do that this weekend.
there's literally no way you can do that.
You say that.
I don't buy it.
You say that.
I don't buy it. You're going to fall flat on your face on this one.
I'll tell you-
Live on YouTube.
I'll tell you what. This is it.
Uh-oh.
If I can't pull off 4 out of 4, now you and I are going to go pick out.
You're really setting
you and I
yourself
are-
up to fail.
You and I are
Give
going to.
yourself at least one mulligan.
Nope, you and I are going to go pick out the cereals. If I
Okay.
can't pick out 4 out of 4, then I'll buy you an Ashton ESG.
That's an expensive cigar.
It's $25.
It's an expensive cigar.
I'm not going to have to buy it.
There's no way you're going to get 4 out of 4.
I'll nail 4 out of 4.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm telling you right now.
odds.
I'm telling you right now. You and I could drive up to the grocery store right now. If we go hit the cereal aisle and we can pick out 4 cereals.
You're high.
We can pick out the original, the name brand, and the corresponding off brand. And I'm telling you right now, I can do this. Anyway, guys, be watching for that. We're gonna have a cereal contest on the YouTube here soon, and then also go over to.
Sure, you don't want me to at least give you odds 3 out of 4.
I'm not asking.
There's
for
no
that.
way you can make 4 out of 4.
I can nail it. 4 out of 4.
I'm telling you right now, you're going to jank at least one of them.
4 out of 4.
I don't even think you can get to half, but I'll give you 3.
4 out of 4.
Okay.
So,
I tried, guys. I tried.
4 out of 4.
I tried.
And there's the
I
contact.
tried to save you from yourself.
Contact the pulpit page over at cigarpulpit.com.
How many times in life have I done that? Tried to save you from yourself.
You haven't. But the point is, but guys, and then the last thing, we need your questions for the Ask the Boys. You guys have really been stepping up now that the whole Listener Interaction Tuesday thing is on the table. But we need your questions for Ask the Boys. Call in the hotline, area code 863-874-0000, and get your questions in, because that's how we're going to pick listeners for Listener Interaction Tuesday, which will be the last Tuesday of the month.
While Nick was doing that, I want to point something out to you.
Yeah.
So I relit the little area of my cigar that wasn't
hear you clicking that lighter
like crazy.
8 times.
I want you to look at my finger. I took it like a champ. I had a piece of hot ash.
You did.
A piece of hot wrapper fly off and land on my middle finger.
You did.
And I took it. But, oh, yeah, it was adhered to the skin. Yeah.
All right, then.
Yeah. Took it like a man.
Latitude Zero is a good cigar.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I would totally smoke that again.
I would, too.
I have absolutely no issues whatsoever. Look, is it the most complex cigar I've ever smoked? No.
No.
But
it's a good cigar.
But it had a decent flavor. It had a little bit of spice on the retrohale. It had a really good construction. Mine burned perfectly fine and even. Ash held on really tight. Good draw. I liked it.
I mean, if you look even at the ash I had there to start with, I mean, that thing is rock solid, laying in the ashtray.
Yeah,
here.
no, I think good cigar. I have nothing negative whatsoever to say about it.
Absolutely. Again, it comes to us from mymonthlycigars.com.
Yep. Well, this has been fun.
It has.
Kind of random.
One of our shows lately haven't been.
Well, and I've been trying to reach out to some guests, but I'm not going to lie. And I talked to Al over at the Good Cigar about this too. It's been kind of hard nailing people down for guest spots.
Yeah.
It's proven to be a little difficult. Just, I don't know if people just have stuff going on, or maybe there's not really anything that they have that they really want to talk about.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But it's been kind of difficult nailing down people for guest spots. So, you and I are just kind of winging it.
Yeah.
I have been talking with the guys over at the ATL Cigars, the Atlanta, guys.
They've partnered up with Martinez
and a couple other manufacturers to make some cigars, and they've got a lot of really good stuff going on down there. And they sent a nice little care package over to us with some cigars in it so that we can try them.
Oh, we got to get them on.
And we're trying to coordinate up dates that we can have them on.
Perfect.
And so there's that. And who else have I touched base with about it? Oh, I just called Senator Marco Rubio's office earlier today.
Ooh.
I want to talk
How
to
was
him
the response there?
I left a message.
Oh, okay.
So
I'd love to get Marco on.
I think it'd be interesting to talk to him because, I mean, look, politics aside, DNR, whatever, it doesn't really matter. The guy's
a brother of the leaf.
He has been a very outspoken proponent of the premium cigar industry in the United States and the jobs and everything associated with it.
Yep.
And so and he's introduced plenty of legislation to protect cigars. And so I think it'd be interesting to get him on and talk to him.
Well, I'll tell you.
Now let's see who rips me off and tries to do that too.
Everybody's going to go run into Marco.
I was going to say, every podcast now is running to Marco Rubio's office.
But he would be good to have on. And let's be honest. He's down in Florida. He knows where his bread is buttered.
Yep.
There is a huge cigar industry in Florida. Yep. But I want to point something out. I'm going to go political for a second. Okay. And I apologize, everybody. I'm going to do it. No, I'm going to do it. We have got a god-awful crisis at the southern border right now.
Okay.
It's
true.
Building. It's out of control. The Biden administration won't even let any of the reporters in to look at the detention facilities because they're doing the same thing that they were doing under Trump, that they were doing under Obama.
Yep.
And he railed about it during the campaign, and he's doing the same damn thing, and they don't want to let people see it. So they won't let reporters in, which I have a huge problem with. And even reporter groups are starting to turn a little bit on Biden over this because it's not right. So I say that to say this. The premium cigar industry employs a ton of people in Central and South America.
Yes, they do.
And every piece of legislation, these do-gooders up here do, these Karens that are in the different state houses and whatnot, or on the federal level, they're hurting the tobacco industry, which is hurting South and Central America.
Yes. And
you're helping create the crisis by costing jobs down there, and you need to stop.
It's a valid point.
There, I got on my soapbox.
Okay.
You care about people in South and Central America, then let them work.
No, that's valid. It's really valid. Anyway, so yeah, I've got a couple things cooking for the show. It's just, things take time to percolate.
Well, there you go. But in the meantime, it's been fun sitting here talking to you in the JRE Tobacco Aladino mobile studio in my ex-wife's garage.
In your ex-wife's garage.
The beauty of the mobile studio is it can go anywhere.
It can be anywhere.
Yes. And again, guys, seriously, if you've not tried any of the JRE tobacco products, the Aladinos, the Tatiscan, whatnot.
Rancho Luna.
Yeah. If you haven't tried
those are for the guys that really like the big ring gauge. He's got I think a 7x70 in that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's a little big for my taste, but it's a good cigar.
That's not what I've heard.
Shut up.
So that being said, if you haven't tried them, go out and get them. If nothing else, to thank them for helping sponsor our show.
Yeah.
And that way we're able to bring this to you for free.
It's true.
It is. It is true.
And if anybody else wants to... No, I'm just joking.
No. If anybody else... We have other things
I didn't want to piggyback off of that.
Oh, I'm fine doing that.
Okay.
If you're a cigar manufacturer and you would like to get on board with the pulpit train, jump on.
It's chugging along.
It is chugging along.
And tickets are cheap right now.
Tickets are cheap, and the numbers are going up, so they may not remain cheap. So jump in while you can.
There we go. Well,
shameless plug for us.
You know what? It's our show. We can do a shameless plug for us.
Damn straight. When it's your show, you can pretty much do whatever you want.
It's true.
It's true.
It's true. Well, pretty much.
Pretty much.
I've had a few ideas that you've vetoed.
And I've had some things I've said that you've cut out.
It's true.
Yeah, and rightfully so, because they were really, really janky.
Some of them are really janky.
People are like, I can't believe what you guys say on the show. I'm like, no, you can't believe what we say and we don't actually put on.
I'll tell you what, if I ever had somebody that was willing to sit down and pour over the 66 episodes now that we've done.
Yeah, the raw tape.
To pull out some of the stuff. They got to know what's in the show.
Yeah.
And they got to know what I cut.
Yeah. And that would be hard to know.
It is hard to know. And right now I know it, but it's hard to know, And
you've got the time to go back and do it.
And I totally don't. But it would be interesting to pull together the lost tapes.
Do a Nick and Gator After Dark.
It would probably nuke any chance of us being able to continue to do this show because I think everyone would be offended by something.
Yeah.
But it would be pretty funny, though, too.
Yeah. We've said some wretched things.
There's some pretty good stuff.
It really was.
It's just
but it couldn't,
not for public use.
No. And it's funny because we said it, and then we're like, I don't think that's a good idea.
See, that's the beauty of us not doing this live.
Yes.
When we had Barry Stein on the show.
Yep.
Barry told us, you guys just need to do it live, just get it over with. Just do it. Yeah, we've proven amongst ourselves many times that that's probably the last good idea.
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
Yeah, not a good idea.
Not the last good idea. It's just
we know ourselves, and we're going to say something in the moment and think it's funny, and then go.
5 minutes later, we're going to go, wow, that's going to piss off a lot of people.
That's really going to offend. Yes. Oh man. Well, it's been a sermon, dude.
It has. It has been another sermon from the Cigar Pulpit. Coming to you from the JRE Tobacco Aladino Mobile Studios, I'm Nick.
I'm Gator.
Everybody stay safe and stay smoky.